my little Tonare. Seeing we're on small body guitars, I showed you yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I showed you my McKinsey Amar, my little baby boat. And also I showed you my Gibson. We compared them. And those two instruments are pretty much the same dimensions, but I wanted to add one more that's really close to the same dimensions. They all had a 14-inch top. This does too. And this one has a 4-inch depth on it. Little, just like a 1/4 inch shy on the depth of being the same as the McKinsey Amar and the Gibson L1. But anyways, if you didn't see that video, go back and look at it. You'll know what I'm talking about, because I thought I'd add this small body in. This is a PRS called a Tonare. It's not a super expensive instrument at all. It's well, when I bought it, it was under $500. I think it's a little higher now, but at that time, that's what it was. This is like 5 years old right now. And but it has a solid top. But it's not spruce, it's mahogany. So this is a mahogany top, solid mahogany top. And it has mahogany back and sides. And so it has this really beautiful sound that you expect from mahogany. It's just very mellow. And to me, it's just a great sounding guitar. I leave this guitar out. Actually, it's by my bedside, because if I wake up in the middle of the night, I grab for it. You know, it's one of those guitars you can throw in the car, take someplace, and you don't have to worry about it, but yet it plays absolutely wonderful. In fact, I've used this live before, and it worked great. It really did. It has a little Fishman in it, and it actually, I was able to dial in the sound I wanted. Right now I have it plugged in. It's plugged into my Bose. I have it going straight through, well, no, actually, I have it going through a Fishman, the pre-EQ Mini AFX, little small pedal. Then it's going into the Grace. I have everything set pretty much on neutral, except I've brought the high down just a little bit. And other than that, it's pretty straightforward to the Bose. There's nothing fancy about the way I have the pedals set up. I mean, I'm not bringing in any, you know, any special effects. And this thing has a real short scale, unlike the others. I think, well, no, it's similar to, it's close to my Gibson L1. It's a 24.72 scale, if I remember right. And so, and the neck, I think, is 1.68. It's a slim neck as well. But I like it. It's very comfortable. If you have small hands, something like this is perfect, because you'll find you can handle the stretch. I mean, right now I have a 5-fret stretch, and you know, that's pretty good. So, and just a regular, like a 25/5 scale, that gets a little more difficult, but it's still doable. It's just more difficult to stretch it. This is just very easy. And it's a 14 fret to the body, and just a very nice guitar. I guess I should say it does have a tone bar in it. I never took it out. I got dust in this thing. It's been sitting out. But there you go. But it does have a tone bar in it. You can see there's no pins, not because it's not supposed to have pins. The tone bar is a piece of metal that goes across the bottom underneath the bridge plate, and that's holding the strings. It's meant to resonate the sound more. But I have to say, it sounds great with the tone bar, and I just left it in. But it sounds great without it too. I mean, this is a really neat little guitar. It has a very special hybrid bracing in it that PRS has designed. So I think it's got fan bracing, if I remember right. I might be wrong, but I think it's the hybrid classical, they call it. But great guitar. Anyways, so I thought today what we would do is we're going to go over that song, the Tennessee Waltz. It's 3/4 time. It's a waltz, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, the waltz originated way back, I guess, in the 18th century. In fact, Strauss, he was the one that kind of made it famous, or he was known as the Waltz King. And that, I don't remember what years that was, but it's a long time ago. And but the song we're doing today was actually written in I think the early 40s, 1945 or something like that. And I cannot remember the name. I'll write it across the top here so you can see it, of the composer of the Tennessee Waltz. It's still under copyright because I think you have to go before like 1925 in order to get away from a copyright. So that we're nowhere near it not being a copyright. So I'll be real careful with it, but as long as I'm just teaching from it, it seems like that YouTube doesn't have any problem with that. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And I like this song, Tennessee Waltz. I heard Tommy Emmanuel with a number of different people play this song, and I just love to listen to it. And they pretty much follow these same chords that I'm going to show you. Of course, they embellish it with all kinds of special techniques, but I want to show you the chords so that if you get together with somebody, you can play it in a jam or play it together with others. And if you are, advanced enough to where you can grab it and play the melody along with it, it's just a lot of fun. It really is. And there's so much you can do with it. In fact, those 2-finger fill-ins that we had been going over, they go really well with this song. So you can hear it. There's so much you can use with those and bring that into this song. But anyways, I'm not going to do it right now. I need somebody else to play along with me, or if I had a looper, I could probably show you. But sometimes it's difficult to do it just by yourself. You have to have that inspiration, and all of a sudden it catches on, and it's just, I just love it. I like this song. So, but I thought I'd show you the chords, and I'll show you how I approach it. And then what I want to do is share with you another song. It's actually a Christian song. It's an old-fashioned one. It's been around since I think like the 70s. That uses the same chords. You might recognize it as we move along if you're someone that plays Christian music. Now, I won't spend a lot of time on it. I just want to bring out that point that it seems like music evolves. It starts way back there with the waltz, and it moves forward to something like this where this man's crying in his soup, and we can move into Christian music and find it exalting. So, it's really, to me, it's kind of fun. But anyways, enough rambling here. Let's move into this. So we're going to start out, we're going to play it in A, okay? I thought about playing in G. I thought about that. But I think everyone I hear play it, whenever they do, they always do it in A, and I think it's because there's more that you can do in terms of picking up in different places the melody or playing the lead. So we'll stick with the A, okay? And now if you can't bar the A and the A major 7th, then what I'm going to ask you to do is just play the A here and the A major 7th here, okay? All right, so those are the ones that might give you problems if you're not used to playing bar chords. Okay. So the A major 7th up here looks like an upside down D. Or what you can do is play your fingering like an A 7th, except your pointer finger's up here on the third string, 1st fret. But that's an A major 7th, and then you've got an A chord. But we're going to play it up here on the 5th fret, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to start out with opening notes at the 7th fret, 4th string. Okay, so there we go, right there's the first note. Then go up to the same string, go up to the 9th fret. Fret 7, fret 9, all on the 4th string. So there's that first chord, it's an A. Then do this again. And there's the A major 7th. And you don't have to do this. unless you want to bring into that melody a little bit more, or you could do it here. Either one. So again, it goes. And I'm taking the pinky finger on the 2nd string, 7th fret, and playing that with that 7th chord. And then go down to E7th. So open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, just some bass notes. A major 7th, D, A, E 7th, back to A. So there's the chords. And of course, if you're playing with someone that can pick up the melody, well, a good way to remember perhaps how to play that melody out is use these 2 fingers right here at the 7th fret as a reference. In fact, our leading notes would be a good reference. So you could, use those leading notes to get your melody out. And play along. So something you'll have to kind of fish out and play around with, see if you can find it. But it is a lot of fun to play this with somebody else. I wish I had somebody here, get them to play the chords, that we'd go through and try playing the melody with it. Or if I had a looper pedal, I could play it and then play back over it. That'd be fun. But I don't have either right now. So we're just doing the chords. And of course, we only have a few minutes on this video anyways, but I wanted to get through that to you. So we went through the first part. We went through the verse. Now let's hit that chorus, okay? So we're going to start out with a verse. Actually, I missed those bass notes, so let me do this one more time. Picking that up. A7. Okay, so let's go through those chords on the chorus. It goes from A, I remember the night, C sharp 7, there's the chord chart up there. It looks like a little triangle here, and then you put the pinky on the 1st string, 4th fret. So, I remember the night, and emphasize that 1st string. which is actually a flat there. It kind of pulls against the music. D. Then a pinky. The E7th. So that, again, that's, you're bringing in that melody with that pinky. That's the second string, and you're going 7 and then 5. A major 7th, A 7th, D, A, E 7th to A, E 7th, A. Okay, so that's it. That's the song. Now, what's really neat about this song is you can play along with somebody else. You can sing along with it. I don't know. It's just so neat. Or you can go online, find Tommy Emmanuel, put in his name with Tennessee Waltz, and watch him play with others and play along with them. And they're in the key of A. They're playing these chords for the most part on the background of it. And then people are embellishing around it. And it just sounds great. Now, one thing I noticed about this song is that while it started out, you know, way back as a waltz, we had Strauss, our waltz king. He came up with this waltz kind of beat, and then you have Stewart in the 40s, and he writes this song, Tennessee Waltz. Well, in the 70s, we have a Christian song that came out that we're still singing today. It's called Something About That Name, and it uses these same chords. It's the same exact thing. That same walk down from A to A major 7th to A 7th and to D, and then so on. But I just thought I just wanted to tell you about that. I just thought that was so cool. So we have the song sounds like somebody's crying in their soup and it's heartbreak, and then all of a sudden you take the same waltz and put a different spin on it, and it becomes a worship song that's touched a lot of hearts, mended a lot of those hearts, a lot of those broken hearts. Anyways, I thought I thought I should just bring that out. So, all right, so we're going to leave it right there, and I think that's it. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.